Hello.
So, hi everyone! My group M8 will present about 15.7 Growth in Humans and Animals. So, this is the contents for our subtopic, which are growth in organisms, measuring growth in humans and animals, growth of insects, growth phases in sigmoid growth curves of humans and animals, and also intermittent growth curve of animals with exoskeletons. So the first one is growth in organism. Growth in organisms is irreversible, which means it cannot turn back, and permanent process, which means it will happen continuously, that involve increasing number of cells, size, volume, and also weight of the organism's body. Then, growth also involves differentiation and cell specializations as well as specializing shapes and function of cells. So, differentiated cells are very important in multicellular organisms because they are able to perform specialized function in the body for humans and animals. So now is the measuring growth in humans and animals. So what parameters that are used in measuring growth? But before that, what is parameter? Parameter generally is any characteristic that can help in defining or classifying a particular system. The first one is increasing in size or volume. For example, changes in height or length of an organism. So that's why we should eat a lot because nutrients are important at every age for our growth. Same goes to the animals. The second one is changes in dry wet. So what is dry wet? Dry wet is the wet left when the water contents has been removed by heating. Heating method means it's dried in the oven at 100 degrees Celsius repeatedly until the weight remains the same. So basically, this method is only suitable for plants because the organism need to be killed for involving in this method. The third one is fresh wet. Fresh wet is recorded immediately without removing water contents from the organisms. Fresh wet can be taken whenever an organism don't need to be killed. However, this method is less accurate than the dry wet method. For this one, if you are still confused about the dry and fresh wet, these are the differences that can help you for easy to understand. So, when a small amount of living tissue is weighed, we get the fresh weight. But when water is evaporated from a living tissue and then the tissue is weighed, then we get dry weight. So if you want to know more about these topics, you can refer to the links given. But don't worry, I will provide the links in the description box below.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to everyone. Today we are going to learn about the growth of insect. Firstly, insects have an exoskeleton built from chitin that is hard and elastic. Exoskeleton insects undergo differently, which is two types of growth, that is complete metamorphosis and incomplete metamorphosis. So, what is metamorphosis? Metamorphosis is change of structure of life cycle. The strong and non-growing exoskeleton prevent linear growth of insect body. So, we are going to see how the complete metamorphosis occur. Type of insect that undergo complete metamorphosis, such as butterfly. Adult butterfly lay an egg. Caterpillars hatch from eggs and eat leaves to growth. Caterpillars become pupa that occur rapid development until butterfly emerge from pupa with soft and fold wings. Butterfly mature become adult butterfly. Secondly, how the incomplete metamorphosis occur? The type of insect that undergo incomplete metamorphosis, such as grasshopper. Adult grasshopper lay egg. When the egg hatch, nymphs will come out. So what is nymphs? Nymphs is young insect. Echides occur few more time until become adult grasshopper. So guys, what is echides? Echides is a process of shedding insect exoskeleton, replacing new exoskeleton that is more bigger. The difference between metamorphosis and incomplete metamorphosis and complete metamorphosis, that is, these two types occur differently. Complete metamorphosis, the cycle of the insect change in the structure, while the incomplete metamorphosis change in size, but the young insect is same as the adult.
Saya, Muhammad Elfenvu, akan membincangkan biology growth phases in stigmoid growth curve of humans and animals. Okey, yang pertama, growth curve. The plot of growth curve must be growth parameters against time. Most organisms' growth curve is stigmoid curve as shape. There are 6 phases in the stigmoid growth curve: lag phase, exponential phase, stationary phase, maturation phase, senescent phase, and the death phase. Okay, ni adalah example kepada stigmoid growth curve. As you can see, dia growth against time. It must be growth parameters against time, and most organisms' growth curve is stigmoid curve atau S shape. Data dia adalah berbentuk S. First, the lag phase. The growth rate is low because it involves little cell division and cell elongation. The phase of adjustment to new sources available in the environment. Okey, pada masa ni lag phase, organism itu baru ingin menyesuaikan diri kepada persekelilingannya. Second, the exponential phase, also known as the log phase. Cell division and elongation occurs actively because the cells grow at a constant maximum rate. Organism size increase rapidly. Okey, pada fasa ni, organisma itu dia ingin membesar secepat yang mungkin. Oleh itu, the cells grow at a constant maximum rate. Third, the stationary phase. Growth rate slows down and occurs at the constant rate due to growth limiting factors such as depletion of nutrients. Cells reach maximum size and cells undergo differentiation to form specialized cells. Okey, pada stationary phase, organisma itu ingin membentuk specific cell untuk melakukan kerja yang spesifik. So, the cells undergo differentiation to form specialized cells. 4. Maturity phase. Organisms reaches maturity. During the phase, there will be no growth for the organism, zero growth rate. The rate of cell growth is equal to the rate of cell death. Cell division only occurs to replace the impaired dead tissues. Okay, because the rate of cell growth is equal to the rate of cell death, itulah kenapa during the maturity phase, there will be no growth ataupun dalam kata lain, there will be zero growth rate. Okay, 5. The senescent phase. Senescent or biological aging is defined as a gradual deterioration of functional characteristic. Negative growth rate because the rate of cell growth is lower than the rate of cell death. Organism goes through aging. Okay, pada senescent phase is defined as gradual deterioration of functional characteristic. Maksud dia seperti macam bagaimana human ni, kita menjadi tua. Kita punya function, the function of human body akan lebih berkurang, akan lebih deteriorate. Negative growth rate disebabkan the rate of cell growth is lower than the rate of cell death. Okay, and the last phase, the death phase. Last phase, this is the last phase of any organism. All nutrients have been depleted and cell number decreases sharply. As dying cells lyse or break open, they spill their contents into the environment, making these nutrients available for other bacteria. So, last, the death phase. Pada fasa ni, all nutrients have been depleted and cell number decrease sharply. Maksud dia, semua nutrien yang sekeliling kepada organism itu sudah digunakan, sudah tiada lagi depleted, and the cell number decrease sharply. Yang sel yang sudah mati ataupun yang sudah break open, organism yang sudah break open, they spill their contents, dia mengeluarkan semua isinya kepada environment supaya bakteria lain dapat nutrien daripada mayat organisma ini.
So, we're going to know a bit more about Etudes. From this graph is show about the process of Etudes that goes in time by a day. Etudes happen periodically. The horizontal part as zero growth because insect actively building tissue and increase volume. So, the vertical line represent rapid growth that nymphs undergo Etudes to increase its size. Etudes occur multiple times until the insect become adult. So a bit info about Etudes. How Etudes happen? New exoskeleton from underneath the old exoskeleton. Before exoskeleton harder, it will increase volume by absorb or suck air to expand. This action will break the old exoskeleton with the new exoskeleton. This process happens until the insect becomes an adult insect.
So that's all from our group. Thank you.